morning, good morning, good morning. My name is Nick, and welcome to Morning Updates with Nick. That's a little loud. Give me one second. I'm going to modify this. You do all the sound checks in the world, and then, you go live and you're like, oh, that was a little hot and heavy right there. I still see it's a little hot. Let's see. Adjustment right here. No, all that's going to do is add more. I don't think I need to add more. I think you need to take away a little bit. Give me 1 second. Okay, is that better? Oh, yeah, that's better. Let's go a little bit further down. And there we go. Now we're not hopping right into the yellows and the reds and all the other things that are on this color tree right here. Well, there you go. You get a live show, right? Live show includes blooper reels. I think I'm crushing on that right now. So hi, everyone. My name is Nick. Welcome to the show. My name is Nick, and welcome to the show. Just, I haven't had the coffee yet because I, left the coffee over there next to where this is going to be just a hot day, but it's okay because we have things to talk about. Most because, I've already been asked, like, Nick, why are you talking about, AI and SEO and all that stuff every day? That's because it's changing daily. Like, just when you think you got this figured out, Google drops something new. ChatGPT changes something. Even Yahoo has been known to change things right now. It is almost entertaining to me how many people still have a Yahoo account and really use it, because normally when you have like a work email, you're using either Microsoft or Google. No one uses Yahoo for the work email, but things are changing. Well, let's lock in today into what's going on with a little update. We're going to use the kinetic curve KLT strategy, the know, like, and trust strategy. Here we go. The landscape is shifting. We are seeing a massive transition from search rankings to model influence. Oh, goodness. The machines are no longer just indexing your data. They're narrating your brand story. Here, high-octane briefings are important, and curating reviews are now becoming ever more serious. So with the KLT strategy, we're going to start with the become known. Become known is the visibility piece of this. Microsoft, the discovery to influence the GEO flip. Microsoft, a major AI player, is officially declaring influence as the new SEO currency for 2026. Generative engine optimization is no longer just a buzzword, it is an absolute requirement. Brands are now being measured by citation share and how often an AI model, Gemini, Perplexity, Copilot, credits your site as a definitive source for generated answers. If the AI is not citing you, you're slowly going to stop existing. We're not just fighting for page one anymore. We're fighting to be the footnote that proves that AI's answer is correct. Very important here. Now, see, here we go, right? If AI is recommending you, then when someone says, name your AI, right? I'm an Apple person, so I'm going to say that word. You know what word I'm talking about. Find me, name your service. If it can't verify you, it's not going to name your service. You say, well, Nick, not everyone has an iPhone. You're right. So Gemini is doing the same thing within the Google ecosystem. And if you're using a Microsoft product, laptop, one of their phones, one of their tablets, then you're using Copilot. And Copilot's doing the same thing. Bing Maps has actually started to increase their download rate, which means that having a Bing business profile is going to be very important because that's what's feeding the Copilot AI. The basics, the new advanced GEO, new 2026 data shows that AI models are cross-referencing their Google business profiles with Yelp, Facebook, and Apple business profiles to verify local truth. I've been saying this, like if you own a business, you have to build Gabby, Google, Apple, Bing, and Yelp. They're all talking to each other, and that's how they verify each other. We actually just had a client that chose to leave us and go with another agency. And when we build these assets for our clients, you get to take them with you. So in the email, I said, you want to know what? I completely understand. You know, you found someone that resonates more with the direction that you're moving in. Great. Here's all the assets. And they're going to keep working for you after you've left our agency. That's the value of what we do here. Even if you don't stay with us for the entire time that you own your business, when you walk away with digital assets that will keep working for you. Even as the AI handles general inquiries, users are still using traditional search like who can I trust nearby. So therefore, a consistent NAP, the consistent NAP, name, address, phone number, data are the primary signals right now to signal the AI that uses to validate your business exists before recommending it. What does that mean? That means that your name, you can't have multiple different names on multiple different directories. Okay? Has to be the exact same name. So if you're using the ampersand sign on one and use the word and on another, that's a fail. If you are using suite, SUITE on one and STE on another and the number sign on another, that's a fail. You have to be consistent across all of it. Your phone number, if you're trying to use like a system where I'm not going to name drop any companies right now, because I don't want to talk ill of them. But if you're using one phone number to measure your Google business profile, and another phone number for your Meta, another phone number for your Apple, another phone number for your Yelp, because you want to measure everything, that's not the right way to do this anymore. You need to have it consistent across the board in this new era of AI. Well, Nick, I really like having all the data. Great. Then start asking the customer questions. Hey, how did you hear about us? Start being more human and a little bit less robotic. High-tech visibility experts are now using the low-tech consistency. If you can't win the AI game with your digital footprint because it's a mess, you need to clean up the foundation. I literally just dropped a video about building your digital foundation earlier this morning, and this speaks to it exactly. What I am telling you is what the AI is telling the rest of the world, and that's what the large tech companies are saying. We're all saying the same thing. You have to build the foundation. Nick, why is that important? I have a question for you. Would you build a building without building the foundation first? No. Would you build your home without building a foundation first? No. Would you build a skyscraper with the exact same type of foundation that you would build a one-story house? No. The bigger you want to build your company, the stronger the foundation has to be. And it has to be built correctly. Well, after you've been able to be found, and you've cut through all the noise, then you have to be liked. What is your personality? Do people like you? Do they want to do business with you? The death of reactive monitoring. In 2026, brand reputation is no longer shaped by isolated moments, but by a continuous perception across video, reviews, and customer support. Industry leaders are moving away from legacy tools that flag negative sentiment after the fact. I'm reading this book called The Golden Standard, and it's going over the Ritz-Carlton experience. And it talks about how at a very low level, right, at the frontline people, they have the authority to make problems disappear. They have the authority to make situations that would cause a negative customer experience to disappear. And what they've learned is by getting to the solution faster, not having to run it up and down the chain of command, they create such a positive customer experience, one. And two, because it didn't require to go up and down the chain of command, it's handled right then and there, which in turn keeps the cost of that bad experience minimized. Here at Kinetic Curve, we talk about turning reviews into revenue, and here's why. The move toward reputation intelligence using AI to detect weak signals or dissatisfaction is becoming a viral crisis. You have someone that is angry before they go on social, before they give you that one-star review. Can you make it right? The customer's not always right. But can you do the best that you can do to make it right? The reviews to revenue isn't just about deleting the bad stuff. It's using AI as an early warning. If you're waiting for a one-star review to post, you've already lost the lead. What does that mean? What is your contingency plan before it even gets to a one-star? Now, some people are just going to be growling. There's just nothing you can do about it, right? Wrong. That one-star review, how did you choose to respond to it? Because your responses carry more weight than the actual review. Next is we're going to talk about AI summaries. A brand new first impression. Fast Company reports that buyers in 2026 don't distinguish between what an AI said and what is true. I completely agree with that. All you have to do is go to social media and you could tell people copied and pasted AI answers. AI models are now compressing a brand's entire online history into a 3-sentence summary. If your online presence has conflicting information, old pages that are still being indexed, and outdated models, the AI creates a messy story that kills a buyer's intent instantly. How does it kill that? Because the AI doesn't know what you do. And the AI doesn't know what you do. It can't share to the prospect what you do. And if you can't get in front of the prospect, you can't make the sale. Consistency is the ultimate sentiment hack. When the AI summarizes you, it should sound like your best salesperson, not a confused robot. Ambiguity is the silent killer of brand likability. Okay, here we go. Let me distill this down. The AI should be able to give your 3-sentence elevator pitch. Welcome to Kinetic Curve. We are an online reputation management company that helps you turn your reviews into revenue. There you go. I know who you are. I know what you do. Hey, I need that, right? If that resonated with you as a business owner, you go, yes, I need that. I want to start turning my reviews into revenue. Great. Did you need to call us? It's funny because 90% of the time when people call us, they go, yes, we want to do this. We go, great. I understand that you want to be here. Do you have all this other stuff built? Oh, you don't? Great. We need to go back and probably rebuild the foundation. And after that, we can get to here, right? But if you don't have all this other stuff built, we can focus on turning reviews into revenue, but it's not going to help you because you don't have the rest of the foundation built. It's like people who run ads. Oh, it's like people who run Google ads, but don't understand how to attach the rest of the Google ecosystem to their ad account, to their Google business profile, and to their website. See, people think Google, I'm going to go off on a tangent here real quick, okay? Google is not just Google. You have Google Workspace, you have your Google Business Profile, you have your Google Analytics Suite, you have Google Search Console, and then you have Google Ads. And then you have Google Guaranteed Ads, Google Ad Guarantee or LSA, right? There are so many different facets just within Google. So when you, and I didn't even mention them all. So when you go through this, people go, oh, right to ad management. No, you don't start right at ad management. Here we go. Even before you build the Google infrastructure, let's take like 15 steps back. What product or service are you selling, and is your branding locked in? I'm working with a young lady right now named Nana, and she is building out her brand, just taking a little bit of what I'm teaching her, and she just dropped a great logo using Marvel's color theory, and it looks so good. And if you're watching, this is a 100% a shout out to you. You did such great work, but all I did was give her the framework. She right now has the time to do the creative. The goal is to move her through this building of her business to the point where she doesn't have the time to be doing all that creative. But sometimes you just need, it's time versus money, right? Right now, if you have the time, stop guessing. Ask someone like me, Nick, what's my next step? What do I need to do? And let me help you. Going back to the KLT framework, we have the know, the like, and now the third one is the trust. The trust is the governance. The trust is the transparency. The trust is the currency. The 2006 accountability crackdown. Regulators in the FTC have shifted focus to really focus on data broker violations. Companies are now being held legally responsible for the outputs of their AI agents. 2026 compliance mandates that businesses document their model logic. When you use RAI, all of that is documented. It is all built on the back end. You have access to it. You can even go change it if you want to. You can customize it if you want to. But the model logic is available to you for this reason and ensures that AI-driven decisions. Well, we don't do this. We don't do credit or customer service tiers, right? But if you are doing that, you need to make sure that you're tracking that. Are transparent and bias-free. I don't agree with that. If you have customer service tiers, there's probably a reason, and there should be a little bias there. Governance isn't just about the legal hurdles, it's about the trust signals. Clients will only give you their data and their money if they know that your AI isn't just a black box of marketing biased calls, is not making biased calls behind their backs. I hear what you're saying in this article. I disagree. There's always going to be a bias, whether it's by location, gender, age, income, profession. What services are you looking for? What products do you normally buy? I don't agree with this. I do agree that you have to be transparent, right? I think where this is going to cause an issue is if one AI that's talking about that sells plumbing services is talking to another AI that's selling electrician services. Are you disclosing that? are you disclosing that? Privacy is the new currency of trust. I agree. As third-party tracking vanishes, what do you mean, Nick? How's it vanishing? Well, there's no clicks anymore. The AI is just answering the answer. Information shared willingly by customers has become the new gold standard for 2026. So that means that the information that I'm sharing with your AI must stay with your AI, not be distributed, leading to marketers replacing intrusive tracking with transparent data exchanges. I agree with this. Trust is now built by showing the customers exactly how their data improves their specific experience, backed by strict AI minimization strategies. I love this. Trust is built by showing customers, hey, I'm the customer. How's my information being used? How's it helping me, right? Well, it's not, it's helping you by allowing us to create a better customer experience for you. This is where when people start using an AI and really get locked into one AI, they're not going to leave. Almost like phones, almost like laptops and tablets and current technology, right? If you're an Apple user, you normally never leave Apple. If you become a Google user, you normally never leave Google, right? Banking, if you start with one bank and you've continued to have a great customer experience, you never leave that bank. If you use an investment firm and you have a great customer experience, you're never going to leave them. When you start using an AI and you have a great experience with an AI, you're not going to keep changing it. You're going to stay with what you know. Now, the question is how do you maintain that loyalty? You maintain that loyalty through privacy. That data that they're capturing on you needs to be respected. Now, is it going to be used to help sell you things? Yes. If you need a plumber, it's going to need to know things like that, right? If you're upgrading your home, it's going to give you the best recommendation based off search criteria and historical data that it has on you. But if ChatGPT has a massive lawsuit about a privacy breach or sharing privacy data, they're going to lose a massive amount of users very, very quickly. Why? Because privacy is loyalty. Data security is loyalty. So, question to the audience. Which AI do you use? Which AI are you currently trusting to help you make decisions? Which AI is currently your executive assistant? So, hey, that's all for the marketing update. I hope you've had a great time with me today and just learning a couple of new things. And we'll be doing this again, not tomorrow, because I'll be at the Bible study with the group of guys. But I'll see you guys Thursday. So, love you all. Thank you for tuning in. See y'all later. Bye.